Are you a home buyer or home seller in Washington, North Carolina?
We do these videos for you every single month so you can have the update of what's happening right here in our market and not necessarily what's happening in the national news, which, interest rates go up and down, the Federal Reserve and all of this fun stuff and what's going on with national markets. We need to know what's going on in our markets, what's going on in our inventory, and what is going on right here, right now, so we can talk about, is it a good time to buy, is it a good time to sell, and what it means for you.
Exactly. Therefore, if you wanted to make that decision and that call, look at these numbers and the statistic and hopefully insight that we provide. And as of right now, in July, and we have the data for the June 2024, we have 61 homes active in the market from June 2024, and May 2024, 52 homes and 55 homes in June 2023, which put us at almost 11% of increase from last year to this year.
Now, pending means under contract. It typically takes someone who has a mortgage 30 days to close on a loan because the banks have to do all their underwriting. So, under contract pending. June 2024 was 27. The month before that, 15. Last year at this time, 25, which means it's actually up 8%.
Exactly. And the other side, also sold homes are also important, meaning that in June 2024, we have 27 homes sold, and in May 2024, this number was 23. Last year in June 2023, we had 36 homes, which put us in 25% of decrease in number of sold home in Washington, North Carolina.
Now for active homes, which is active is okay, so inventory rate tells us active plus pending divided by sold. This gives us a number. If this number is under 6, it's typically considered a seller's market. If it's over 6, it's considered a buyer's market. The faster, the lower this number is, of course, the faster the market is going. The closer it is to mediums, the more slower it might be. So with that, we say 3.26 months of supply just happened. The month before that was 2.91. The year before this was 2.2. So you can see actually inventory rate increased 46%.
Exactly.
Now,
but before we go and delve into more statistic and data,
like days on market and more,
and we wanted to do our introduction.
Let's hit it. Hi, it's Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, for days on market, this is a number that tells us how fast or how slow the market is going, how long it takes for a home to sell. With that, I'll let you talk some more.
Exactly. Therefore, average days on the market actually decreased in Washington, North Carolina, because in May 2024, we had 97 days. However, in June 2024, this number was 61. And last year actually was even faster in June 2023, 47 days, which put us in almost 29.8% of increase from last year to this year.
Okay, so with the median list and median sold, these are two separate things. Median list is going to tell us how much it was put into the MLS for. The recently sold price is going to tell us how much it actually sold for. These are not the same thing. Median is the middle number on a spreadsheet because this gives us data. This gives us talking points to talk about so you can see what is going on with the market on listings, on sold, but these are not going to tell us appreciation. It's not going to tell us it's the same house with some sort of big discount or increase. With that, do you want to tell me about median list?
The median list price in Washington, North Carolina was $332,000 even, and in May 2024, this number was $310,095, and June 2023, this number was $292,000 even, which put us 13.7% of increase from last year to this year.
Now, the recently sold median sold price in June was $285. The month before that was $275. Last year at this time it was $269,945, which actually is increased by 5.58%.
Exactly. Now, if you ask us, Alan, Victoria, what do you think of the price of home in Washington, North Carolina? And based on data and a statistic, there is a quick and dirty way of doing it. Of course, you need to consider the status of the home, how many upgrades it has, and also what is the location of the home is in Washington, North Carolina. But general rule here for all brand new construction, which in Washington, North Carolina, we're just talking about single family home, that was $100,000 $162 per square feet.
Now, for previously owned, it's actually interesting in Greenville because it's actually 164. So you can see in Washington. Sorry, you can see it's actually a little different, which is a little odd for other parts of the country, but that's interesting.
Yes. And now we wanted to deep dive more into inventory, because not only we wanted to know what his inventory rate is, but what is the supply is in the current months that we are in.
Now, with new construction for June 2024 is 3.8 months of supply was new construction, whereas the month before that was 3.1 months of new construction. So you can see it's actually increased almost 20%, over 20%.
Exactly. And you're looking at the pre-owned home, actually we had significant change. We had from 1.3 months in months of May, we went to all the way to 3.1 months in months of June, which put us at 138% more from last month to this month.
Okay, so now let's talk about mean home value. Mean is what people waiting here for, because mean is a weighted average. A weighted average is going to tell us a lot of information. It's going to tell us what the appreciation rate, generally speaking, is. We look at, it's a weighted average. So they try to factor out the mansions, they try to factor out the shacks, and they try to give us that mean home value. So with that, do you want to talk about it?
Exactly. Therefore, the minimum value, as my wife said, is appreciation in the market, was $238,329 for June 2024. In months May 2024, this number was $235,915. And in June 2023, last year at this time, was $223,955, which put us how much?
7% appreciation for year over year, which is pretty significant. Now let's talk about Washington rental market. The rental market for all bedrooms in Washington was $1,300. It can go up to $2,200, and year over year average has increased over $300. Now those are all good information that you need to know, because honestly, if you're on the higher end of paying rent, why aren't we buying a home, to be entirely honest? Because if you're going to look for security, what are you going to live in when you can't afford your life anymore? What are you working towards? What's your investment plan? How are you planning on living? All of these things really, really do matter. So if you are planning on a long-term safety net for your own self, not just money in a thing, it is time to really consider buying a home. Interest rates come and go, but when you have that security that you are in your own house, that is really the important step of being someplace that you feel happy.
Exactly. And the other side, for the home sellers, definitely you need to connect with us, Alan Victoria, Pinda Real Estate Agent Professionals in the area. But look at the appreciation. We had 7% appreciation from June 2023 to June 2024. The monthly supply is still, the inventory rate is still 3.26 months, which is below the actually 6 months of the threshold. And the other side, median sale price actually went up 5.58% from last year to this year, and this puts you as a home seller in a actually good position to get the top dollar. And we need to contact with us, and we're gonna help you and make sure that you get the top dollar. And yes.
Now, please don't forget to subscribe. Watch this next video, and of course, call us at 252-327-3357.
And looking forward to comment, and we see you